fitness and wellness, we have always been very busy talking about what workouts and what to eat. But one of the most neglected topics is we have never spoken about dental health. Good morning and good evening. This is Kiran from Team FitLab. Welcome to our first session of FitLab discussion. Today's discussion is going to be more about how dental health is very important for wellness and how it directly indicates the food you're eating and the nutrition levels. Today with us we have our in-house coach Ishaka Ishwar. She is a doctor by profession and she practices dentistry, and she's been parallelly doing this for quite some time. Along with that, she is also a personal trainer. She's a certified Pilates instructor and she's been doing a lot of one-on-one. Especially during this last 3 months, she's been really active and she's made some time to come here and be with us today. So Ishaka, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Kiran. How are you?
Thank you so much, doing great. Now, I'm pretty sure that practicing two different professions, especially dentistry and fitness, is quite a challenge. So how are you managing it?
So as you just introduced to everybody, I am a dentist by profession and a fitness instructor by passion. It's been extremely hard managing both, but somehow trying to maintain a balance between the two by taking classes in the morning and evening and by making time for dentistry during the day.
So how are you managing this last 3 months where it's been lockdown, and how's
Last
your
3
workouts?
months, yeah, it was completely unexpected. We thought it will be for a month, but then it kept on extending. And parallelly we had to keep maintaining ourselves and keep a track of our fitness and make sure you don't stop it right during the lockdown. So I've been busy. I've been doing a couple of videos along with FitLab. So yeah, that's how.
So that means with two professions, dentistry and fitness, you are keeping yourself very fit dentally and mentally.
That's right.
Now I'm very sure that there are very less number of people who are into two professions. One is being a doctor and one is being a fitness professional. So the main intention of our discussion today is to get the best of information from Dr. Ishaka to gain some information about exercise, wellness, mental health and dental health. Right, so Ishaka, can you just throw us some light about what do you think about dental health?
Okay, so dental health is one of the majorly neglected fields in medicine, especially in our country, India, because as I have seen in my experience, a lot of patients who come to us usually come in the last stages where the pain is completely unbearable. Right. Yeah, I would suggest and recommend everybody out there to please visit the dentist at least once in 6 months, even though you feel nothing is wrong with your teeth. Okay, the main reason why I'm saying this is because a lot of your underlying diseases, that what we call as a systemic diseases, the first sign is usually shown in your mouth. So your oral health speaks a lot about your underlying diseases. So if you can catch it at the first sign, it's easy to treat it in the later stages.
So you mean to say that by looking at my teeth condition, you can tell the condition of my body? For
Definitely.
example, obesity can have a different kind of an indication in the teeth.
Definitely. It's not just one sign, but a lot of other diseases also. By doing a complete check of your teeth, be it periodontitis or the bone loss or even your plaque accumulation, speaks tons about your food habits and how you consume food.
Okay, those were some of the terms which was like a tongue twister. So anyway, so let's go to the next question. So we all know that the dental conditions directly refer to our eating habits. So can you throw some light on this?
Yeah, definitely. Speaking in depth about your nutrition and how it affects your oral health is going to take hours together, but I'm just going to throw light about the major points. When I say macronutrients, the major macronutrients that come to your head probably would be carbohydrates, proteins and fat. When I say carbohydrates, the first thing that comes to your head is sugar. So when you consume sugar, there's a spike in your insulin, which is required. So please do not cut down on your carbs whatsoever. But when this is done, overdone, anything in excess is definitely bad. It leads to obesity, diabetes and a lot more other problems, be it your dental caries, etc. Coming to proteins, a lot of people who go to the gym and want to build muscle focus mainly on consuming proteins and not other nutrients. I would definitely suggest them not to do this and to have a balanced diet, because a lot of consumption in proteins leads to demineralization of your enamel in your teeth. Okay, so basically balanced nutrition is what I would recommend, and if you're confused about what you're supposed to eat and what not, you can definitely visit a nutritionist and seek guidance.
So you mean to say when we consume good nutritious food, there is a good amount of changes happening in your dental health?
Definitely. That's why elders have been telling us from our childhood to eat your veggies, eat your greens, and fibrous, nutritious food, which includes your fruits and your vegetables.
So the key takeaway from this is do not hesitate to visit a nutritionist. So it's very important for us to consult and have the consultation done on a regular basis. Can we go to the next question?
Definitely.
Now, I'm damn sure that you would have got a lot of patients who have come for dental consultations. Now, what indications from the dental visits can we use to identify the changes we have to do in our food habits?
That's an interesting question, which actually reminds me of an incident that happened. So I had this probably 18-year-old guy come over to my clinic in Vasan, and I was checking his teeth, and I asked him if he smokes. He said no. I said, you're lying to me because I can clearly see that you're smoking through your teeth. He was paranoid, he got scared, and he's like, please don't tell my mom. So yeah, definitely whatever you consume is shown on your teeth, which is why in the beginning of the discussion I said what happens throughout your body is seen on your teeth. So let's just come on to the major topics. Let's say for sugar. A lot of consumption in sugar is seen in a lot of dental caries. Be it your alcohol, mainly because it causes dryness of your mouth, which decreases your saliva, increases the risk of caries. So it's a vicious cycle, what is happening in your mouth. Whatever you consume ultimately is shown in your mouth. And smoking, we can also see the nicotine stains on your teeth, so please don't lie to your dentist ever.
So is there anything which happens in terms of consumption of soda?
Yes, aerated drinks, and now you have the so-called diet-free or sugar-free soda that you have. Please don't get fooled by it because they contain their own acids and can damage the teeth.
Okay, so basically putting this all together, it's very important for us to cut down on smoking, cut down on alcohol, and also reduce
Sugar intake.
Sugar and soda intake.
Yes.
Alright. Now let me look at the next question because there are so many questions have put it all together. So it is generally said that chewing has a direct impact on digestion. So can you explain some importance of
Chewing.
this part? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so basically your digestive system starts from your mouth. A lot of people are under the assumption that the food starts to digest only once it enters your stomach.
Yeah.
But basically the amount of time you take to chew your food and until it liquefies, because it needs to mix with the saliva, that's when the first step of your digestion begins, because it's breaking down the food particles into smaller units so that when it goes to your stomach, it becomes easier for the stomach to further digest. Not chewing your food properly can cause acid reflux and can cause indigestion, can also harm your esophagus. I see a lot of kids watching TV and eating on a regular basis. So I would recommend not to do that because they're not concentrating on what they're actually doing. They're more engrossed into watching TV. So it's very harmful.
Right. So basically to add on to this, I think eating is our time. So basically that 15-20 minutes is our time where we need to enjoy that part,
relish.
and actually you need to kind of mix all those juices together, feel the taste. So remember that watching TV and eating, you might be missing out on a lot of fun of eating. So before we wind up this topic, let's get into some general discussions. So we have actually understood that there is an overall impact of fitness on health.
Yes.
So what exercises do you think, how exercise is important?
Alright, over the years a lot of diseases have cropped up, that's your hypertension, diabetes, which we earlier used to see only in the old age people. Unfortunately, these have spiked up even in the kids. You can see juvenile diabetes and all of it. The major cause for these diseases is our lifestyle, because we are not having a healthy lifestyle at all, which is why the American Heart Association has recommended we at least do 10,000 steps per day to maintain a balanced exercise. Apart from that, you can also hit the gym or probably run or cycle, anything, or engage in any kind of sports activity. Maintaining a normal BMI, which you can find out, would help in preventing and reducing a risk of diseases overall.
So basically, just adding to that, BMI might not be 100% accurate, but it gives you a fantastic reference point to maintain and manage your weight.
Yes.
So that gives us the overall lifestyle changes we have to do.
Correct.
Right?
That's right.
So can we go to the next question?
Okay, it becomes very difficult to point out and say everybody should do the same thing,
Right.
because each individual's focus would be different,
Exactly.
be it losing or gaining weight or
True.
building lean muscles.
True.
But what I can say is doing cardio helps in improving the rate of your heart or functioning of the heart by providing more oxygen, keeps it in check.
Correct.
Lifting weights, that comes under your strengthening,
Right.
also helps in building your muscles, keeping your joints lubricated and building stronger bones.
Right.
And the third one, which usually a lot of people neglect, is your flexibility or your mind, which is yoga.
Right.
Because keeping a check on your mental health is also extremely important. Doing yoga, you got to keep a check on
So
your
basically, what you mean to say is it should be a combination of all
All
three,
three.
in a weekly regime.
That's right.
That can give us the benefit of getting the strong heart,
Yes.
strong muscles,
Muscles.
and strong mind.
Mind.
Right, nice. So the last and the final question is, can you give us some knowledge about importance of hydration?
Hydration, yeah. Water is extremely important in your basic nutrition because it helps in a lot of functions. We tend to forget drinking water and switch to various other drinks. Functions like important major functions what water plays is helps in improving the organs
Right.
functionality,
Yeah.
helps in regulating your body temperature, provides nutrients to the cells, and keeps your joints lubricated, and a lot more other benefits of drinking water. So keep yourself hydrated throughout the day.
Awesome. So that was putting it all together. It's important for us to have a complete standard regime of food, exercise,
Yeah.
hydration, and our dental health or the dental status can let us know what is the condition of our body.
That's right.
And it's very important for us to take care of the dental health
Health.
also. Fantastic. So thank you so much for Dr. Ishaka Ishwar for being here and giving us a good insight of so many things in the last few minutes
Thank you.
and making time and being here with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
So
Kiran.
and all the very best for parallelly doing all these works together, and as you always know, you have been an asset for our company as well, and thanks for coming here. So that was Ishaka Ishwar giving a complete insight about how to maintain your dental health, mental health, fitness, everything together. Try doing this in your day-to-day regime. As she said, try following couple of things together and see if you can keep on increasing week over week, which is always what we say even in our exercises. That can actually change your lifestyle. So you'll actually see a lot of difference of what you are today and what you are probably a month from now. Do not forget, fitness activities are very important, especially in times like these. It's really important to keep a strong mind, strong brain. Right, so that's it from Team Fit Lab. Thank you so much for watching us. Remember that all these videos will actually come up on our YouTube channel, Fit Lab Academy. So do not forget to subscribe, and also do not forget to like and comment, because that's where we will know how you felt. And finally, like our pages on Instagram and Facebook, because we give a lot of updates on these. Now, before we leave, we have a very nice program which is coming up on Saturday at 8 a.m. and that is a live Latin volley session by our two most popular instructors, Chandan and Ram. They're going to take us live on Instagram and Facebook, and please be a part of it. Register. We've already put all the details on all our pages, and we'll see you back shortly. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank